Well, you know.
Right, well, we're going live
Woo woo.
to our audience of millions out in Facebook land and
They're all there.
eventually YouTube land when we get there.
They're all sitting waiting for us. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
an audience of
Yeah.
millions.
Yeah. Can't wait for our live shows. Been
Yeah,
waiting with bated breath. Like, where's Lorraine and Emma?
I know, in a panic.
Can't get through the week without us, you know. So, have you got a drink? Have you got a beverage?
I've got a rather sad looking cup of tea, if I'm honest.
As long as it wasn't made in the microwave, you'd be all right.
Um, it wasn't made in the microwave.
That's okay then. I have no objection to reheating in the microwave under certain circumstances. The actual making of in the first place, not allowed.
No, I would never make tea in the microwave.
I have a lovely glass of white wine. It's a little bit bigger than I would normally have, but
Right.
it was the last of the bottle and it didn't seem worth leaving a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's what we're going with today, is it?
Hey, I opened this bottle on Sunday. I've done all right, I think.
If you say so.
Oh dear, what you working on there? What's on the needles?
This is called Alameda. I'll just get to the end of my row because I'm kind of in a middly awkward bit. I just need to garter to the last bit of lace.
Got to the end.
Yeah, but I have got a faux to
Ooh.
show.
Oh, it's just adorable.
Oh, isn't it cute? I'll
That,
show
did
you
you say
the
it's
back.
called Ronan?
Ronan, yeah.
I just love that cable. Stunning.
It is really nice. And I could have done another cable cross at the top, but it was late at night and I was tired and I was just thinking I want to get it finished.
It looks great.
By that point.
It looks brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to post that tomorrow.
Excellent.
For
Gorgeous.
Ben and Kelly's new baby.
What age is that one that you've made?
That's 6 to 12 months. And it's going with this, which you may recognise.
Oh, is that by that unknown British designer that we talked of before?
Yeah, yeah.
She's very unknown. Ruth Brash is with us. She says hello.
Hey Ruth, how you doing?
Have you got a beverage?
I've got about a quarter of a cup of tea. I forgot to get a fresh drink.
Shocking.
I know. It's
We
terrible,
were
isn't it?
planning your next patio, weren't we?
Yeah.
Talking about getting that whacker plate back out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Emma was just booking me to make a trip across to her house.
he keeps making me do cleaning.
That's just abuse.
During the restaurant. I mean, come on.
That's just cruel.
It's
cruel.
he's threatening to get his hands on my office next.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It's just not on, is it?
To do what exactly?
TIDY.
What?
Exactly. I don't know. He mentioned this word and I don't understand it. Shocking.
Yeah, something's, it's just wrong.
It's just wrong. What does he not understand? That it's organised the way that I need it organised?
I don't know. Right, bear with me a second. I will get to the end of my row and then I will show you Alameda.
Ruth says she's got the end of a cup of coffee and her Leicester Star hat whip. Oh, that would be nice to have a look at.
Oh, good. So we've got Alameda. So there's the lace panel.
Oh, that's pretty.
And you gradually introduce a garter panel. And then at some point you introduce more lace. So you're repeating the lace you did here.
Yeah. Over there.
Yeah. And then when you get so many rows into the lace, you finish chart A and you introduce another garter panel.
I love it.
And so on and so on. Until you're sick of it, is more or less.
You?
That's for me.
That's a good gift for you.
Until my mother steals it. Or
As she always does. But you might get to wear it once or twice. Do you want to see my whip?
yeah, whip your whip out.
I'll whip my whip out. Right, so I'm working on the front knot tee, or knot front tee, whichever way it is, by Kerry Knits. And we have got one top all done with the neckline. And now we're on to sleeveys. So I've done the caps, which were, you pick them up and then you're doing like your short rows round and round and round and round and round. And now it's just,
Yeah.
I had the three choices. It comes with short sleeve, mid sleeve or long sleeve. And I looked at all the projects and I thought, I'm going to go for a long sleeve, I think, and see. I think I've got enough yarn for it.
Right.
But I just really like the look of the long sleeved ones. I think I'll get wear out of it.
Oh, that's good.
So that's my plan anyway. Yes.
So what yarn is that one?
This is oh, I can never say it. Is it Aracunia or something?
Araucania.
That's the one. Yeah.
It's close enough.
Yeah. You knew what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, we massacre a new name every time we go live.
I can't say anything. I can't pronounce anything. So you might know the jumper that I wore before without the bra and the droopy boobies with the ziggy zags. It's got this and it's got mohair alternated. But I had loads of it left over because I'd made a cardigan out of it. And obviously when I lost loads of weight, it was just huge on me. So I pulled it all out and repurposed it. And I got plenty. I've got enough to make 2 tops out of it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's fab.
So he can't call you Bumpy Body now then?
He still calls me Bumpy Body. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, more droopy body, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like gravity's a bitch, isn't it? It's worse than karma.
It's awful. I'm at the skinniest I've ever been. Yeah, it doesn't really do much when you're older, does it? Apart from accentuate the droop.
Well, if things get flat enough, you can like roll them up.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah.
Adjust them and tuck them places.
Just need more scaffolding, don't you, really?
Yeah. Yes, a bit of foundation garmentry.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the plan tonight then? What are we doing?
I think, are we going to look at one of your blogs? Because you've been writing some really good blogs recently and people might have missed them.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, the one I did one today.
Yeah.
Or did I do it yesterday? Oh, I don't know. It came out today.
Recently.
Yeah. It came out today. So that's when it was scheduled for. So that's the faux that I've just shown you. This is the Ronan cardigan by Triona Murphy. There's a beautiful cable on the back. There's the front. Oh, which Jessie?
Jessie McKittrick.
Right. Hello, Jessie.
And she's here with her hot chocolate and a mitten.
Oh. Very good.
And Rita's with us as well. She says hello.
Hi, Rita. How are you doing? Yeah, I kind of wish that I'd been awake enough. I'd started the neck decreases. And if I'd been paying attention, I could have got in the cable cross.
All right, yeah.
Just at the top there. But I didn't and I haven't. So, you know.
It looks fine. It doesn't look
Yeah, it's cute. So it's burnt cloth. I've made another of these, which is already in the wash.
Cool.
Just exactly the same.
Right.
Because I just needed something that was easy. Alameda, so that's the one I've just been showing you, obviously much better progress. And there's Clarice's version in the original green.
Are you screen sharing? Because I can't see a screen share because of you.
Oh, God. Here we go. I've pressed this button twice now. Right, I'll go again.
It's Thursday. It's fine.
Waffling.
It's not a problem.
Here we go. Right, so I go back up.
Yeah, let's go from the beginning. Sorry.
Right, so there's the cable on the back.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Honestly, it's so beautifully written and exceptionally clever.
Yeah.
I am not worthy. And you'll see there where I could have sneaked that cable cross in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was into the neck decreases, and it was late at night, and I was tired, and I'd already made a mistake on the raglans, and I had to tink back about 10 rows. I could have fudged it, but I just thought, no, I want it to be right. So yeah, I am very pleased with it.
It is. It's a stunner. Do they do that in adult sizes? Because I think I'd look good in that.
Sadly not. And I made another of these cloths, which I think I just said. And that's the start of my Alameda.
It is lovely lace.
It's really enjoyable, but when you see it in the green that Clarice used there, that's just stunning. So that obviously you start sort of down here with these lace panels, and then you're introducing a garter panel, and then another lace panel, and then another garter panel, and so on. It's just really nice. Exceptionally clever. And then I did a test. I want to say a test knit because it's usually a test knit, but it's not. It's crochet.
It's crochet. It doesn't roll off the tongue so well, does it?
No. It might look like it's got little tiny hairs or something on it, but it's glitter thread in the yarn.
Gorgeous.
So there's a grey with a silver thread, there's purple with a shiny purple, and then there's this sort of magenta pink colour.
Oh, yeah.
And I made 2 squares, and then you offset them when you join them together and then lightly stuff it. I think I fell over on the lightly stuffing in that I hid a load of old yarn scraps and cut off bits in there.
All right.
And then thought, I've got to put a button in, and how am I going to get a button through all that? Because obviously it was stuffed like it, like an old camel-filled chair.
Yeah.
it was like that when they used to stuff them with horse or camel hair or whatever.
Love it.
So yeah, I put a clear acrylic purpley button on, and that's faceted.
Yeah.
So that sort of sparkles in the right light. The first square was quite torturous to do, because some of these bits you're supposed to go in the 3rd chain, like the 3rd loop, which is behind the crochet row that you've just done. And unless you've got quite a pointy, sharp hook, it's quite hard to get into. So I spoke to Lily about it, and she said just go into the 2nd loop or the back loop.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine. It just won't be as super pretty as the other one. But I'm really pleased with it, and I can't believe this very clever shape that it's got.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's part of an ebook collection.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many patterns are in the ebook, but it's called Travelling East.
All right.
And then I cast on, how you do, accidentally.
Yeah, why not?
For the Care Away shawl by Hannah. Hadder 131 on Ravelry.
Nice, that.
Yeah, I want to say it reminds me of onions. It's like it's got lots of layers and skins and things like that. There's an awful lot of twisted stitches.
Yeah.
And then this 6/3 thing that you do. And then this yarn over to sort of do multiple stitches in to get going again, and slightly offsetting your next onion. As I'm kind of calling it. And then when you see her version in that plain mustardy colour, how chic is that?
Oh, wow, yeah.
So I don't know if my yarn is distracting.
No, I don't think so. I like the yarn.
Opinions, please. I can't see any of the comments for some reason tonight, so I'll have to rely on you for that, Emma.
Oh, we just got Ruth saying hi to Rita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Care Away Shawl by Hannah.
It's lovely. We got any more projects on that one? Maybe we can see what if other people have used a variegated.
I don't know that they have.
They all seem solid, don't they?
Yeah. So if nothing else, I'm breaking new ground.
Well, I think you should go with it, to be honest. I like it. There's that pink one's more sort of like
slight gradient, ombre.
Yeah.
Ombre. I don't know. Anyway.
It's lovely. Really, really nice.
I just think it's so pretty. And when you get to see it close up like that, it's lovely. And it's really quite enjoyable to knit. Unusually,
Yeah.
I am going from the written directions.
Really?
Yes.
What happened?
I think it's when I looked at the chart
All right.
and just thought, no.
Mm.
It's so not happening. I'll see if I can dig out the pattern and show you one of the charts. I just looked and just thought, no, not happening. I did a roundup of sockies.
Oh, those are nice.
I quite like these. They're fun, aren't they?
They are.
And I like this sort of detailing on the ankle.
That's a different heel as well, by the looks of it.
It is. It looks like it's either more tightly worked or reinforced.
Yeah.
But I started off with knit, so we'll go with that. So we've got these colourwork roses.
Those are pretty.
Socks by Ord Burgo. I really like that almost subtle ombre in the darker colour.
Yeah.
As it subtly changes through. And it would be interesting to see how that worked with the self-striper in a solid.
Yeah.
What difference that made. This one was Fairwind by Tracy Lee, or Miss Tea Leaf as we know her.
Oh, yeah.
I liked that it's a reversible pattern. And it's just a simple plain sock.
Mm-hmm. So is that one inside out then?
One's inside out and one's outside in. I like that. It kind of reminds me of a porridgey texture.
Yeah.
Like your oatmeal in a dish.
I've not thought of that.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it works.
See?
So Ever True by Kino Knits. I thought this was lovely. I like the colours that she's used. This sort of minty green and then the lilac-y lavender colour and then the blue.
Did someone say
works
blue?
extremely well. It is blue, but they're not yours.
Oh.
The next one's called Marjorie.
I really like those.
Yeah, really strong architectural sort of Art Deco almost lines.
Yeah.
What does everybody think of those?
I do like them.
Yeah. Crazy Christmas socks.
Oh.
I mean, she kind of had me at the words crazy Christmas socks.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've got these little ears.
I love them. And it's winking.
And a red nose. Presumably a removable pom-pom because they'd be murdered to get on in your sandals.
Well, yeah.
But I like the little face, the little nose. It looks like a dog nose.
You'd have to wear them with something like a Birkenstock or something, wouldn't you? So that it's stuck out the front.
Probably. Doucet Winter Socks by Knit Joys. I just love the colour work.
Yeah.
How festive are they with the houses and the trees and the gardens and just beautiful, beautiful details. I mean, it would take me a lifetime to knit those because I hate knitting socks. But if I were going to knit socks, I think I would enjoy something like that as the result.
A bit of a challenge.
Yeah, Dunbrock socks. This is that unknown British designer.
Oh, she's a pain, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just skim over her.
Emma Sad Girl Designs or something like that. It is. Yeah, yeah.
Sad Girl Stalker. Yeah.
But I feel like messaging her because there's holes, lines of holes all the way through those socks. Don't know. Obviously not paying attention. But she's done it on a regular basis, look.
Yeah, yeah. The stripes are getting narrower.
But it's a fun way to use a printed or patterned yarn.
Yeah.
And I do like the eyelets. And I love wearing hand knit socks. I just don't like actually knitting them. But there you are. This one is called Happy Hoops by Helen Gibson. It's one of her more imaginative names. We do laugh with Helen and at Helen when she comes up with names for patterns. But I think these are great.
I love the colours she's chosen.
I really like the orange and how it pops against that. I think it's a charcoal grey.
It looks like a navy to me.
Oh, it could be a navy. Would be a good contrast.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, but I think they're fun and they're clever.
Twisted rib cuff.
And if you wanted a bit more colour work, then you could do more of these little hoopy bits on the toes.
Mm-hmm.
Sheep shuffle socks.
Oh, I love the sheep shuffle. She's got a whole section of them, hasn't she?
She has, but I quite like the heel.
Those are, what kind of a heel is that?
It's a sock heel.
Yeah, but it's not your normal, is it?
No, it isn't, but you're asking totally the wrong person here.
Oh, sorry. And they're fraternal, I can tell they're fraternal.
Yes, as someone who knows, not me. So Antarctica socks, anti-sanitarium designs.
Oh, he has some stunning socks.
I mean, just look at those cables.
Yeah, unbelievable. She'll probably have one going up the back as well, won't she?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Switch point socks, Cynthia Levy, Red Tiger.
Those are nice. I like that yarn that she's chosen.
It's beautiful, isn't it? There's subtle variations in the yarn. Absolutely stunning, and it works really well, and I think that would make a good unisex sock.
She looks like she's got a good sturdy sole on those. Yes. Very nice.
Very much so. Really, really pleased with those. So crochet socks. I picked these are the ones that inspired me. Marguerite socks by Sylvie Damey. And look at that spiral almost.
Is it wrong that it reminds me of something?
Yeah, Rita, we allowed to say about a conversation that we had in the backstage? I don't know. We had seen a sweater that had shapes on it and reminded us of something very feminine.
Okay, yeah.
Not unlike that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can imagine the kind of jokes that were flying around in the background based on that particular shape.
We are very naughty ladies.
But you know, on your heels of your socks, very eye-catching.
It'll wear well.
Yeah. I mean, I've never crocheted a pair of socks, and I suppose it's like anything else. You need to understand the fit for your foot.
You do, yeah. Helen Curzon's with us.
Who, sorry?
Helen Curzon.
Oh, lovely to see you, Helen. Thank you for joining us.
Tailored socks for loungewear. That's how I wear them.
All right. Well, we're looking at some slobby socks now. Comfy cuff socks by Fiona Langtry.
Now, those are perfect to wear with your PJs.
And it's a nice thick yarn, so they'll be really quick to make. And if you get that rubbery, gluey stuff for on the soles, then you won't go skidding across the linoleum. I'm assuming that's Boucheron socks. Again, it's Sylvie Damey. And I like the fact that we see, I'm assuming that's not her legs because they're a bit hairy.
The feet look like they're
their feet look fairly masculine, but you know, we don't want to make assumptions, but they look like a good sock for the man in your life.
Oh, Rita said she won the Marguerite socks in one of the games.
Oh, is she going to make them?
One would hope so.
You have to let us know what you think, Rita. We expect a full report. Now, next on the list, Skittles socks by Maybe Katie Designs. And I just love that it's got bubbles and rainbow colours and stripes and texture. Yeah, and you can imagine most kids thinking that that's seriously cool. And I love the way they styled it with the little heart pattern jeans. I mean, how adorable is that?
They'd be fabulous slipper socks, wouldn't they?
Yeah, Wavy Coral Socks by Petty. This is her first gift along.
I love the picture. It's so fun.
It is great. I mean, having watched a couple of old episodes of the Markham and Wise Christmas shows on YouTube this week, where Eric Markham is stood behind the curtain with both legs at an angle similar to this while stood up.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see that they're sort of mannequin legs. It did make me wonder if there's somebody off shot holding
Yeah.
These pop-up legs in mid-air.
What fun they've had.
Yeah. Yes, but getting stuck behind the curtain and all the rest of it. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But 10 out of 10 for effort for the posing. Really good.
Love
Tabitha socks. I think this is the last one in this selection. It is Lily Vanini.
Love.
Or Vanini. Well, yeah, just pretty. Nice heels, very simple toes, little bit of lace. I would imagine that'd be quite quick to make.
Yeah.
And a nice little chain, and then these cute little bobbles. I mean, what little or big girl, to be honest, wouldn't want those?
I'd wear those. But
what does everybody think?
Helen Curzon says, my legs look a bit like that. Which one, Helen?
Are we talking about the man legs?
I'm sure they're not quite that bad.
The one with the plaited hair.
She's been brushing it tonight.
Hobbit feet. So I did 2 blogs over the last week, one on knit Christmas and one on crochet Christmas.
Oh, cool.
So I'll do the knit ones first. That pattern is by Arella Seaton, or Alara.
Yeah.
Christmas stocking Nelly. It's part of a set of 4 stockings, and they're mosaic knitting.
I really want to go at mosaic.
It is a really easy way to do colour work.
Yeah, that looks like a lovely pattern to give it a try on, doesn't it?
They're a really nice set, and her mosaic patterns are extremely well written from experience. So I liked this one. It's a washcloth by Amy Marie for sprucing up.
Oh yeah.
Spruce up your important little places, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm liking the colour work, and obviously the other side, it's the reverse.
Yeah.
I just think it's really simple and really clever, and that with nice soap or fancy shower gel, or that sort of thing for a gift, or a little travel bag or something.
Oh yeah.
For whenever we're allowed out. 12 More Days of Baubles, Part 2, Stacey Lewis.
That's nice.
I like that there's subtle patterning, and you could go high contrast.
You could, yeah.
If you wanted to, but this one's sort of textured. That one's got a bit of lace going on. That's got little owls, and then we've got this Fair Isle, but very, very low contrast colours.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was, compared to the really striking colours of this.
Yeah.
It's more suited to a relaxed home.
Yeah, because not everybody likes all the bright reds and greens of Christmas.
No, they don't. And this is one of the reasons I picked this one by Bunny Muff, or Monazilla, Solstice Glow Stocking. And I just think they're really cute. And I love that horse could potentially, with a bit of embroidery, be a unicorn.
Oh, it could. What's that? Is that a pig on the other one?
I think it's piggies.
Oh, that is fab. My sister's into piggies. I should make her one of those.
I just think they're really lovely. And if you were using up scraps, literally every one of those sort of coin motifs or whatever they are, every set of those could be a different combination of colours.
It could, yeah.
And the same with the lower part of this one. Every time you get to this little angled bit, again, you could be changing the colours, reversing the colours, and really have fun with it. So I just think it's very clever, and she does some beautiful colour work. Fireside Stocking is the next one by Vicky Bird. Very traditional colours.
Yeah, I've seen that on Instagram. It is just gorgeous.
I like the deep red and the sort of softer khaki of the green.
How do you think she's done the Vicky bit on the top? Because that doesn't look like it's colour work.
I think it's embroidered.
Right.
Look, you could do that. You could achieve that with a crochet hook.
Yeah.
To be honest, and chain through the fabric. But yeah, just standard embroidery. It's a very easy stitch to do.
Lovely.
But it works really well.
I do like
it. And I like that the reindeer or moose or whatever you want them to be are almost on the verge of a quick kiss there.
Let's go caribou.
Could be. Northern Lights Ornaments. This is another by Cynthia Levy, whose socks we looked at earlier. Very simple design, but really effective. And I like the way that the lights sort of swirl across. And it's irregular, and every one is slightly different. There's no repetition on that.
I like those. They're gorgeous. And they're blue.
Yeah, and we had to have a gnome. So I went with gnome is where you hang your hat, because I just love that beard. It does look like he's having kind of a snot explosion. There's some serious bogies going on there, kids.
Or he's like Medusa and it's all escaped out of the hat. Downward.
Oh, yeah, Bill Nye in, what was the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, yeah.
Davy Jones's locker, yeah. And I like the hat, and the brim, you can turn it up or leave it down. And I just think it's fun with the colour work and his little sweater. And I'm still not making one.
I bet you'll give him one day.
Yeah, I don't know whether this is Era or Ira by Kelly J.
Lovely.
Little sachets that you could stuff with lavender or other sleepy time herbs. And just have one hung on the wall near your bed.
Yeah.
You know, and there you could go high contrast. You could go Christmassy colours if you wanted to. So yeah, or subtle to go with someone else's decor. This is another unknown British designer, and I just went with the gnome or elf tea cozy. I think he looks more like an elf, but apparently the beard makes him gnomish. And he's got his Spock ears. Do you like the Spock ears?
I love the Spock ears, and he just cute little bell on his hat.
I know.
Has he got
and he's got little bells on his turn-up shoes, Aladdin shoes.
The detail is fantastic.
Winter holiday cowl. Michael Harrigan, who's new to the gift along this year, loves his colour work, loves his lace, and this was a nice way to combine the two. That's nice. For anybody learning colour work, a bit of corrugated ribbon, simple stranded design, then onto a little bit of relaxing lace, a few resting rows, and then back to the colour work to finish. And I just thought that was very pretty. And
that colour work actually mirrors the lace, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really clever.
Yeah, very well thought out, as I would expect from Michael. Christmas elf doll amigurumi. Irina Ferrer or Davidova, I don't know.
Davidova.
Davidova.
It's got to be Davidova because it just sounds fun.
Okay, Davidova, Mr. Bond. Anyway, I just think these are really cute, and I love they've got little scarves and cone head hats.
They're fab.
And they've got little dollies or little child ones. Look at the hat on that one, and just the details of the stripy pants and. And the little turn-up elf shoes.
They are stunning, yeah.
This is one by Denise Balvance. It was the Sapphire Diamond Stocking. Mocha, stop it. Sorry, someone's smacking her head on the mouse.
Well, you know.
Get my attention. So I'm going to go back to where I was. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This appealed to me because it was non-traditional colours.
Blue.
And I liked the fact that it wasn't the standard red and white, green and white, or red, white and green.
Yeah.
That, you know, you can make it whatever you want it to be, and it's got a more contemporary look about it.
I do like blue.
Winter Wonderland, the beautiful Christelle.
Oh, look at that.
I know, don't you look how glamorous she looks. You can go off people, can't you?
Well, I'm trying to grow my greys out because she looks so stunning. I thought maybe I might look a bit like her, but
honestly, she's fabulous. But I just love that. There's a whole set of these cowls for right the way through the seasons. Get off your sister. I've got one trying to climb onto her sister now because one's wrapped around my leg wanting a fuss. So Advent Project cowl, Susanna Lobos Garcia. I really like the colour work and how rich this is.
Yeah.
And that you've got sort of the candles and all tiny little motifs of flowers.
Going on there.
fantastic stash buster, lot going on, a great learning experience.
Definitely.
And I think by the time you got about a third of the way through that, you would be really proficient in colour work.
Yeah.
And that it would fly by. I just, you know, as you do, festive hoodie mug courses.
No, I absolutely adore those. They are one of my favourite festive patterns ever.
I sat and made a couple of extra tiny bags and gifts and things to go on my tree.
Yeah.
As separate little hanging ornaments at the weekend.
Oh, I don't blame you. They're fun.
Claire Slade, or Verily Knits, Hey Rudy, little children's top.
Oh,
I think Denise Balvans made this a couple of years ago. I just
gorgeous.
think it's really fun. I'm not a fan of intarsia, so I would probably knit Rudolph and sew him on.
Right, okay.
Applique.
Yeah.
Would be the thing for me. I get dodgy and I've done 2 courses on intarsia and got no better. Star of Bethlehem by Renee Muller.
Oh, that's a nice one.
This is from a set, Gifts of the Magi.
Yeah.
I think that's really pretty. I loved the goldy colour with the deep blue.
Very nice. We've got some comments. Shall I read them out?
Yes, please.
We've got Jessie says crochet is fun for surface stitch embroidery, and she thinks that's how she'd do that one.
Right.
Carol says it's not blue. It is blue. I know it's blue. And Louise Atkins, hi all, just finished work and having food before I once again attempt to finish a baby blanket. Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, you'll have to tell us what pattern you're making, Louise. We want to know.
And Helen Curzon says, I love the Hey Rudy top. I think Helen would look great in a Hey Rudy with one of the boys. In fact, both of the boys could have one.
I think it's just great fun. It's really simple, really fun.
Yeah. I think Helen would rock the Hey Rudy.
I'd be tempted to make just the Rudolphy bit and then put a strap on it and have it as a bib.
For Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So I don't get clothes covered in my dinner, which is my usual thing.
That is perfect.
You end up with a tea towel sort of stapled to my chest.
But would that count as a finished object? That wouldn't count as a finished object, though, would it?
No. It would change the category from a garment to other toys and other. So Christmas countdown stocking. This is Mary E. Rose.
Yeah.
Lots of surface detail on this one. Tons of beads.
That's really
nice little embellishments for the tree.
Yeah, you could put all sorts on there, couldn't you?
And I like the way that she's sort of styled it for a baby.
Yeah. It's cute.
It is. Everyone knows this one. What's it called?
Mine.
Because everyone makes them and someone else steals them.
They always get stolen. I made a pair a couple of years back and I got them stolen.
Christmas stocking for Effie.
Oh,
this is Karen Bedigan, or a fire. It's part of another member of Teen Bundle. Very traditional motifs. This one is a new one to me. This sort of cross.
Yeah, it's nice though.
It's clever.
Yeah,
I really like it. And I like the way that she's played around with the thumb gusset as well to sort of ease the pattern in.
Yeah.
So yeah, very clever. Really nice, very attractive. Again, you could stash bust. You could use 2 colours or 20 colours.
You could.
No. Winter Village, this one by Anne B. Hansen.
Yeah.
And I know you get the pattern for the wee tree and the wee pussy.
You could do them all, couldn't you?
And the ickle house, but I just want a mantelpiece covered in those ickle houses. Yeah. And I want them all different colours so that it looks like Balamori.
You could recreate Balamori. How fun.
For anyone who's not had to sit through hours of what's the story in Balamori, would you like to go? We're talking about Tobermory in Scotland.
That could be Archie the Inventor.
Yeah. I'll be Mescal Hooley.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I just thought that was fun. And
And you could put things on your tree as well if you made that one.
oh, you could decorate that with beads. You could have fancy eyes and decorations for your cat. I'd be tempted to put some really long eyelashes on it just for a bit of a giggle.
You would put an
And
evil face on him, wouldn't you?
and maybe a collar and a tie, or so, so he's dressed up for Christmas.
I'm just wondering if that cat's got like droopy boobies going on down there.
Oh, probably, yeah. Could be droopy babies. They look a bit, don't they? Roll them up.
Yeah.
So Eulastrumpus.
Ooh.
By it's that Emma Sad Girl.
Stalker again.
Yeah. So Emma Sadler designs a lovely set of 4.
Yeah. Hung on my hallway that was to take that photo. That's my coat hooks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, see? You'll know all the stuff now.
Took you all week to empty it though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Put it all back.
Yeah. There's a story behind those which is quite funny actually, because I made I can't remember which of the patterned ones after one of the stripy ones. And the stripy one was for Callum, and then the pattern one was for Caitlin. And then Callum complained that she had a much nicer stocking than him, so I had to make him another one.
Oh, good grief.
So that's how the second pattern one came about.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Oh, Helen says there isn't time to knit a me-size one.
There is definitely time, Helen.
And I'm sure there is. Big needles, thick yarn.
Exactly.
I like these. Love Christmas, they're called. It's Fiona Hamilton McLaren, aka a little bit sheepish. It's just scraps of DK or worsted yarn.
I'm definitely thinking of making some baubles for my tree next, so I might have a go at one of those, maybe.
I'm sure she has another set called Feeling Festive.
Oh,
and that one has an extra blank chart for you to fill in. And design your own bauble to fit the pattern.
Is that the one that is it Catherine's been making?
Yes, Catherine Focus. Yeah,
that's her. Yeah.
I just think they're really sweet.
Yeah.
And I love the sentiment of this. This is Jo Tar, who's famed for her sock patterns. Socks are for life, not just for Christmas. Well, and I like the trees and the hanging decorations and that heel detail.
Can we get the bears included?
I wish you could.
Oh, but they do make the picture. They are gorgeous, those.
Yeah, lovely details. Really nice pair of socks to knit there. So that was that one.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing for time? Are we okay?
Got 20 minutes.
Okie doke. That was the interview with Michael. Oh, this was the crochet Christmas.
Oh, crochet one.
Have a look at that for Rita. I started off with these snowflakes because
they're stunning.
Yeah, I'm assuming you have to use like starch or something like that to.
Is it just thread or something
then? Crochet cotton.
Is that really
similar?
Really
well, you could. I mean, to be honest, you could do it with any yarn. You could use a super bulky as long as you use the right size hook for the yarn, and then you need something to stabilize it, like a starch or a light glue or something like that to firm it all up. If only that worked for other things.
I know.
And on that note, I started off with Not a Christmas Mystery Crochet Along by Tatiana.
By Tatiana.
Tatiana. Now, this is a set of 4 patterns. There's a tapestry. We could have a look, couldn't we? And then come back to the blog. Yeah. And then I don't have to explain it. There's a weird decoration-y thing there, a 2-sided decoration-y thing.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, hexagons, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something are gons. And then there's this lovely tapestry crochet coaster, which people have been making. And I don't really know. Oh, the other one was the brioche crochet brioche bauble.
We have, yeah.
And I don't know what week 4 is. But you can see from those tiny 20-gram balls of yarn, that you could totally stash bust, and the pattern itself is only £3.12 at full price. So I think, given that you get 4 very different patterns included, I think that's exceptional value.
Definitely.
And they're all very well written. So this was Christmas Snowflake number 4. I think she's got about 20 Christmas snowflakes, and it's Irina Muliavko.
Yeah, well done.
Just really, I know, totally bluffed it, but it's fine. No one will notice.
No one knows.
Sniff Nook.
I absolutely love
that.
that.
Crochet. I tested this, and I really thought it was going to boil my brain, and I managed to make 2 in a royal blue and a brighter blue, and then reversed the colours for the second one.
Yeah.
And I am so pleased with them. They're on my tree now.
I love the beads that she's put on the bottom and everything.
Yeah, well, I put mine on a long beaded sort of thread.
Right.
And I hang one on either side of the tree, and the beaded thread goes sort of through round by it's not a stalk or a trunk, is it? Because it's not a real tree. But you know what I mean? It goes through there behind the lights and everything else. And there's no danger of it coming out. And every now and then you get a glint from some hidden beads at the back.
Oh, that sounds lovely. You could make a little garland of them, couldn't you?
Absolutely. I really like these Christmas baubles by Katie Moore, Thoresby Cottage. Thought they were really cute, and I love the gold thread.
They are gorgeous.
But you know, you could go with silver if that went with your decor. Yeah. Absolutely adorbs. Nutcracker and Christmas Friends. This again is Irina Muliavko.
Yeah.
There's Santa and his little helpers. There's 3 or 4 little sets of these.
They are so cute.
Who's been making them? Might be Jolie Kay.
Right, okay.
Or Samich Stitches. Somebody has been making these in from the after party, has been making them in the toy thread, and they are really, really cute.
They are really cute.
They're absolutely adorable. One of them's got like a little reindeer one and a cute little elf, and they're just really sweet. Very cheap patterns as well for what they are. Christmas Star by Emma Wilkinson. Really simple. You could have that as a hanging ornament. You could do it double-sided to make a little sachet.
Oh, yeah.
Or a double-sided decoration. Or you could just use that as a coaster.
You could, yeah.
Or a little
make a garland out of it again.
Yeah, garland would be lovely. And I mean, you could literally just crochet a chain and hang a couple of dozen of these across your chimney breast or something. Be really lovely. Christmas Mitten Garland by Jennifer Percival. I mean, how cute are they?
They are really cute. You could use an advent calendar, couldn't you?
What are you thinking of these, Rita? Can you check the comments, Emmy? And
there's no more comments.
Are they all agog?
Yeah, they're just absolutely stunned by the gorgeousness.
I just really like this little flower on one mitten, and then the little tiny thumbs on these, and the little hearts and stripes, and all the tiny details. They're just adorable.
And the reversing as well, because she's got the red ones with the white hearts and the white ones with the red hearts.
Yeah, really great fun. Christmas Trees for Tree. I'm not sure what she means with that. That's a Kua Leslie Hope. She's done a lot of tiny little motifs and things like that. It's very, very simple. And if this was going to be your first kind of decoration, then that would be a good starting point to get a tree shape. And you could do them in different thicknesses of yarn to make tiny ones and larger ones. And
I love the tree, and I'd love to have a go at it. But is it wrong that I'm a bit curious about what's going on in the background there? What's that shape?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. And I did check it out, to be honest. But, you know, it's a Kua Leslie Hope, so do check it out.
The mitten garland.
All right, lovely. Snow Swells. This is a free pattern by 10 Hours or Less, George Shaheen, or as he's now known.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to look for it. What was it? It was something about Green Shag's Hoe.
Oh, was that?
Because his name's George Shaheen. and somebody had done this anagram of it, of green shag's hoe, which I thought was hilarious. Of course, it's necessitated lots of messages with green shag pile carpet.
Oh, it's perfect.
But I love the simple graphic pattern on this.
And
the tassel, really lovely finishing touch. It's a free pattern, nice way to start with it. His patterns are very well written and explained, and if you get in touch with him, he will reply with such sarcasm that you'll just continue to complain so that he interacts with you because he's so funny. Starry Dream hanging ornament, a Tatiana Kupri thing.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. That's popular every year in the gift along. Really popular.
Is that like a double one?
It's a double-sided.
Yeah.
So you could lightly pad that or stuff it, or put lavender or something like that inside it, or like cinnamon or something, cinnamon and cloves and festive things like that.
Yeah.
Or if you really hate someone, the thing to do is to, in one of those degradable plastic bags, is to put some prawns inside and then fasten up the plastic bag and give it to your ex-husband.
That would be good.
And then about a year later, they say revenge is a dish best served cold.
Yeah, because you've got to have the time delay so that they don't realise what it is straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. Peppermint Christmas Ornaments by Rachel Newin. Really simple, really cute. Might be a good starter project for a child, I'd have thought as well. To get them interested and use up scraps. And you'll end up with those sort of annoying piles of tiny bits of yarn, and what do you do with them? And that's a fun one.
It's ideal, yeah.
So tableware and mats, I thought this was nice. It was the Christmas 2017 mandala by Agrarian Artisan, or Valerie Bracegirdle. I always want to call her Vicky, but it's not. It's definitely Valerie. I just thought that's really pretty. Bit of surface crochet, kind of a bullion thing going on.
You could do that within as many or as few colours as you wanted as well, couldn't you?
There are some solid colour ones, just plain white and cream, and it's still just as effective. Crystal Coaster or Christmas Motif by Krista Veenstra. I think this pattern is about £1.50. So just to learn a few extra stitches and maybe play around with colour. Or you could just make it in one solid colour. You could do a gradient set for someone where each one is the slightly darker shade.
Oh, that would be nice.
And have fun with that. Yeah. Christmas pot holder, Lily.
Oh, I love that. That looks so clever.
Yeah, just wow. I don't know how it's constructed or what.
How have I not seen this one before? That is stunning.
It's beautiful. Very traditional colours. Again, you can match it to your decor, but doesn't that just scream Christmas? Really lovely.
And you would want that in the centre of your table, but not with anything on the top of it. You wouldn't want to ruin it, would you?
Well, unless you had this.
Yes, you could put that on it.
Christmas Tree Centerpiece by Darlene Hopkins. Isn't that adorable? And I love that it's got tiny decorations on it. And
yeah, and you could put little beads on as well if you wanted.
You could put beads. You could string some LED, a short string of those mini LED lights, and just took the battery pack out of sight.
That'd look great.
Wreaths. Now then, I searched for wreaths, and there was a plain wreath that was massive.
Yeah. In
the gift along bundle, but I could only find these little tiny ones for tags.
Oh,
they're adorable.
Yeah.
So again, that's Katie Moore, Thorisby Cottage, and I sort of looked at that and thought, if only I could wear earrings, because wouldn't they make wonderful earrings?
They would. Yeah.
Really, really cute. And we had to have a nativity set. So Jennifer Percival. I don't know if I probably mentioned it about this friend of mine who'd spent ages doing a nativity set and got her husband to take a photograph to send to family, and then didn't understand why everyone was dying laughing. And it was because he'd put Yoda in the background.
Was it proper Yoda or was it little Baba Yoda?
It was before the days of the child, or Grogu. He's got a name. He's called Grogu.
Oh, is that his name? We just
but you don't find out till series 2. So there you are. Hashtag spoiler.
Yeah, because the big news is that we have watched series 1, but we are waiting for all of series 2 to be out before we start it.
Oh, okay.
So you could put little Baba Yoda in the what do you call it, in the manger.
You could do, and there are a couple of little crochet patterns for the child.
Yeah.
But I love the little sheep and the wee donkey, and I quite like his mask type beard.
They're all very.
They all look masked rather than bearded.
Unfortunately, they're not wearing their masks correctly because it should be over their nose.
Yeah, which is so 2020, isn't it? What more can you say? I wanted to show some washcloths. This is Valerie Bracegirdle again, Christmas washcloths. I like the little stars and very, very simple designs. Really easy way to get into crochet. Use up some cotton or cotton acrylic blends or something like that. Be perfect. Or linen if you want something that's going to be more of a scrubby exfoliating. Christmas elf baby babe. This is Darling Hopkins again. Now, she's got about 6 or 7 of these patterns with different characters, and it was so hard to pick. I had to resort to Dip Doom Magazine, Who's It, Not You, not because you're dirty, not because you're clean. My mother said it must be white, oh, yeah. And it was this one.
I love it.
Isn't it adorable? And I love how the fastening that comes down, and then is the little tassel for his hat. I mean, it just, such cute details.
You can't get off with that. That is so cute.
And I had to have a character. So Kate Hancock, Patchwork Moose.
Oh, cute. Look at those eyes.
I know, isn't he absolutely adorable? I have to say though that the pose is a touch Playboy. It's sort of come hither eyes and legs heading off into the distance, and the baby's just and so hidden. It's all a bit.
Do you want to come and play?
Oh, yes.
Oh dear, that's funny.
Yeah. Do you want to see my antlers?
You stop doing that when I take a drink.
So, Sleepy Stocking Stuffers. This was Jennifer Percival again. And I've gone to the same people because they just had the patterns that spoke to me at the time. I dare say if I did another selection next week, it would be entirely different. But here we go. I just loved that these were in little tiny stockings. And there's a wee cat and a mousey. And
Is that a pussy cat?
Yeah, I think that's a cat as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's another mousey. I think they're
I think so.
Really sweet.
They are cute.
Have I got the patience to make them? Absolutely not, but I can totally admire them. And then I went with Ye Oldie Christmas Stocking. This is Connie Lee Lynch. And I like the fact that this is basically granny squares.
Yeah.
And even a beginner can make granny squares and join granny squares.
And put a belt on the toe to make it more festive.
Yeah, so I just thought that was fun.
Brilliant.
Really quick. Scrap busting.
Love that.
December Mice, this is Justina.
Yeah, Justina.
Aren't they gorgeous? And look at the little Christmas lights. And the baubles.
They're decorating the tree and she's putting
and she's on the ladder. I mean,
that is amazing.
Isn't that gorgeous? And I went with a gifty thing. So Christmas Baby, it's Lily Vanini again. But there was a little hat and these booties.
Oh, look at those. Look at the pom-pom.
Aren't they just adorable? And the 3-colour pom-pom and yeah.
Is it wrong that I called her Milli Vanilli in my mind though?
Well, as long as you didn't sing. Because apparently they didn't either.
No, they didn't. Not at all.
Mr. Gnome, aka Santa Wizard, Darling Hopkins. They're going for all the keywords there.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Gnome, Wizard, or Santa crochet pattern. So this is what possibly was going on the tree in the background of that other pattern by Akira Leslie Hope, where she's maybe done something like this. I don't know. he's got beady eyes.
And his beard is impressive. I mean, he's been growing that all through lockdown, hasn't he?
But he's got no nose. Yeah. He's missing a nose.
Well, he's got it under his mask. He's wearing it properly, you see. That's what it is.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with a washcloth as a gift. And this is over a crochet pattern, Freshwater by Mrs. Mallow, mostly a lurker, Sophia, another stalwart member of Team Bundle. And I just think it's really pretty, nice little edging, very simple, easy way to get into more textured stitches and learn a bit more. And this one is Lotus Bud Sparset by Lily-Net Crochet, and I really like the subtle colours.
Do you know, I might make that for my mum for Christmas next year. It's a bit late now, but that looks like a fabulous gift.
But, you know, with the little scrubbies and the little bag and a big cloth and an exfoliating scrubby my bob for in the shower.
We call those buff puffs. I don't know if that's what they're actually.
Buff puffs. Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
I just really, really liked it. So that's what I've been looking at. I'll stop sharing now. So just back to us now. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you could have warned me.
Yeah, get your finger out your nose.
Oh, there were some fab picture patterns in there. I liked those. I definitely think my mum would like that set for next year. I haven't got time to do it now, not with last posting dates and stuff.
Well, but, no.
Yeah, I'm getting on with my wine.
I'm just catching up with the comments, see if we've got anything else.
Mm.
So there we go. Yeah, it's been really fun actually going through the bundle and thinking, asking different questions on the search and looking at it in a different way. And you know, normally you might go through, I don't know, best-selling, most popular or newly published.
Yeah.
And I decided to go on the search with the drop-down to select random.
Oh, cool.
And that's really interesting what it throws up, things you've never seen before.
Oh, I like that. I might have a go.
That you probably never get to at the end of the bundle, and it'll just throw half a dozen things in and you think, oh,
It's like playing Russian roulette with your knitting, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Oh, living dangerously. It's about as close as I get.
Well, at the moment, anyway. During lockdown, love, yeah. You've got to find your kicks where you can.
Yeah, and a quick mocky update for anybody that was asking earlier. We've been backwards and forwards to the vet over the last week and a bit with Mocha because she's been lame on one leg and very sorry for herself. And I picked her up on, was it Monday or Tuesday? I took her to the vet. And she'd had an x-ray under sedation. And while she was flat out, they clipped her toenail, so she's mortally wounded and insulted by the indignity of it.
Well, she was growing those toenails. I mean, come on.
Honestly, they were curled round like this and they were sticking into her paws.
Yeah.
But would she let me near them? No.
No, because they were hers.
So she howled all the way home. She howled all evening. I eventually got her off to sleep once she'd had a dose of painkillers and some extra food and a ton of fuss. And then she stuck to me like glue the next day.
Yeah.
And today she seems a bit happier. And we got the call from the vet today to say that there's arthritis in her toes.
That's what I've got.
But the pain she's having that's causing the problem is in her knee.
Right.
And they think that it's not torn because it would have shown on the scans and the x-rays, but it's an inflamed, possibly an infection around the cruciate ligament. So she's on antibiotics for another 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I pick up some new painkillers on Monday, Rimadyl. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory anyway. Right. I think the one she's got now is the canine equivalent of something like ibuprofen.
Oh, right, okay.
But they don't like to keep them on Metacam long-term unless your dog's quite elderly or they can get the dose really low. So she may be on that for the rest of her life, I don't know.
Right.
If it keeps her happy, it's fine. So she's not allowed out for you-know-what at the moment.
The W thing that we can't mention.
Yeah, she's not allowed outdoors for the daily constitutional, so it's just Coco and I at the minute.
Oh, bless.
Which Coco's enjoying, but someone else is feeling a bit hard.
She doesn't understand why you're being so mean to her.
But, and the thing is, if I get her to the top of the street, she's had enough.
Yeah.
She wants to come home. if I can get her to the field, she's quite happy because it's the softer surface. And with the toes in particular, it's the outer toes. And there's no pressure on them with the field because the ground's wet.
It's disgusting.
So the claws just go into the mud, and that's quite comfortable for her. But then we've got all the tarmac and everything on the way home, so she's got one leg in the air.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah. So I'm just relieved it wasn't anything more sinister.
It's not nice, and it's still painful, but it is better than it could have been, isn't it?
Yeah, Mike was absolutely bricking himself because Mocha and Coco are his babies. So he's been frantic with worry about them.
I'm going to say something naughty. Was he bricking himself because he thought he might have to come and visit you?
I think so. Yeah, I think he might have to put up with me.
Rude man. He's worried that he was going to end up under that whacker plate, isn't he? Huh?
Well, you know, it's getting more and more likely.
Yeah, it's like a vicious circle. He's staying away because he knows what's coming to him. But the more he stays away, the more likely that's going to happen. So,
yeah, I mean, if I should tell him up front, really. If I ask you to bring the mini digger, it's not good news.
Yeah. Well, can you put a hole there for me while I sit and have my cup of tea?
Yeah, something like that.
Bless. That hole now.
It's all good. But no, it's fine. He did send a message to say that once he's had his vaccination, though, he will be visiting. So, but as we don't know when that will be, or if it will even be this year, it could be well into January or February yet. That's fine. It means I get the remote control at Christmas, and I've just figured out how to put the Apple TV app onto my telly today.
Well done.
Because I got a year of that free with my phone when I swapped my phone.
Oh, that was good then.
Yeah, so I've been watching the Defending Jacob with Chris Evans and what's her name? Is it Michelle Dockery? Lady Mary from Downton Abbey.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
And really well acted.
Do you know what happened?
Impressive.
Do you know what happened on our telly last night?
What?
Football. Yeah, and not only just football, but it was Middlesbrough. I mean, come on. Is it any wonder I ended up with my headphones on and watching Hamilton on my iPad?
See, I got told off the other night. Jake came downstairs and he said, "Have you got your headphones on?"
Yeah. Hey?
And he said, "I can hear you singing to Hamilton upstairs." And I said, "Well, I'll try and be louder."
Yeah.
And he just went,
"You're welcome." When he said, "I can hear you," you should have said, "Oh, you're welcome."
Yeah, well, I'm charging for tickets.
Well, exactly. I think that the going rate's about £100 a pop.
Oh well.
There you go.
Well, that'll pay for Christmas, won't it, Mimi?
There you go.
It's too early for me to go to bed. Stop it. That's what I'm getting.
You getting kicked out?
Yeah, thrown out of my own living room. That's what they're trying to do. But I can't sit upstairs on my bed and do parish council, which is what I've got to do next.
You've not told the girls that you've got parish council next. Well, have you got time to just go and grab yourself a proper cuppa?
Yeah, I'm going to get a cuppa.
That sad cuppa is not going to take you through parish council as well.
It isn't. We've got planning to discuss.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You need to be organised for that. So, yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm fancying seeing people's whips on Sunday. What do you reckon?
Yeah, can everybody bring a whip and share a photo of their projects? Let us have the link in chat and we can look at it on Ravelry and see what you're working on.
We haven't seen any for a while, have we?
No, you've not been whipping out your whips.
It's shocking that. I need to see some more whips. I think Michelle's not with us tonight because I believe she's working. 12-hour shift, nursey.
I'm interested to see what this Leicester Star hat is that
I would love to see that. Yeah. And I'm wondering what baby blanket Louise is making. And Helen normally has some interesting whips. She hasn't shared in a while.
She does.
So
anyway, it's time for you to do the countdown.
Okay. Do I need to warm up my voice or is the one
play the music and light the lights?
Yeah, and like the candle. Like the blue paper.
And then throw it through the broken window.
That's the one. That's the one. Okay. All right then. Right. Are you ready? How's that?
Not doing the Daryl Hannah one tonight.
No,
then.
not tonight. No, I thought, you know, I'd save that for a special occasion.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.